Nambo here, regular craps. Just kind of messing around here. I got $100 in the machine, and we're going to just go $30 at a time and see if we can press $30 into something amazing. I did this the other day, and I ended up getting a $30 up to eventually about 12 or 1300 by just kind of pressing it and catching a couple long rolls. So I'm gonna try $30 at a time, just see what happens here. Just again, kind of low risk. I'm gonna press what comes, and then if I roll a number that pays me more than the $30 on one roll for at least the first time, I'll probably just bank it, you know, just to get my $30 back. But I'm not gonna bank anything until I get a roll that pays over $30. All right, so 100 bucks in, bets are live, $30, here we go. All right, 11's nothing. Set the bets on. Since we're on regular craps, we don't have any extreme bets here. There's a 5, so that's gonna pay 7. We're gonna put it all there. There's a 9, another 7 on that 9. There's another 9. That's good. So that's going to pay 17. Okay, and if we hit one more of those, then we'll bank 30 and keep playing. All right, 5s and 9s are hot right now. Let's go like that. Should be 10 and a 2. Setting the bets on. We can actually go to 30 on that. So we've still got our 70 banked, 79 in play. There's a 10. That's going to pay us about 10. All right. There's another 10. What does that pay us? It's going to pay us 30. So we're gonna bank that. So we got our 99. Now we're kind of free rolling here. We're going to set the bets on here for now. There's a 3. Nothing with the 3. There's an 8. All right, let's see. That's going to be 5 on that. So we got our $100. There's a 6. We'll go another 5 on that. There's a 12. We would have hit the high on the bonus already. Of course, I'm not playing that. 6. All right. I think that's going to pay 11. All right. And a 7 out. All right. So, you know, we got some rolls out of that. Didn't make a whole lot, but didn't lose anything either. All right. So we're going to try it again. Just doing $30. There's a 10. So we're going to bump that up 10. There's a 6. And we'll bump that up. We're going to set it at $70 on the left. Rolling some good numbers, all right? So that's going to bank us our $30. So we're basically back to 100. There's a 9. 5 and 2. Should be 12 on that. There's a 2. Might have to just put $1 each on those lucky roller bets in case we hit those. All right, another 10. All right, so now we're pressing this one. We're gonna go up 30. Okay, if we hit another one, I'll bank some more. There's a 4. That's great. We'll go 10 on that. Oh man, we are just popping these numbers on the lucky roller here. All right, here we go. There's a 6. That's good. So we'll go 10 and 4. All right. 7 out. A couple of good rolls there. You know, can't ask for much more than that. All right, so we're a little shy of 70. I think if we hit a couple of numbers, we'll get us back to 70. There's a 4. So let's just do 5 on that. So we got our 70 now. And And then there's a 5, so we'll go 5 and 2. You know, with this video, I just trying to accomplish a couple things. One, you can have fun playing smaller amounts, right? And smaller amounts can turn into big money. They really can, you know? So nothing wrong with just doing small amounts here. All right, so on that note, we're gonna bank our 30, and we're gonna leave it at 100. So we got our 100 back, got 80 in play. Let's see if we can get a few more. We're about to hit the low side of that. We got $1 on it this time at least. Let's get the 2. There's the 11. All right. There's another 5. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make that 60, and we're gonna go 5-0. So now we're at 125. Let's just make 126. Let's just make it 125. Okay, here we go. There's a 9. All right, that's 24. Look at that. All right, we're gonna make that 100. Okay, we're at 172. And that 9, we're gonna make that 50. Okay, 5s and 9s are popping. 7 out, all right. Probably could have took some more profit there, but now we're at 180. And I'm still gonna go back to 5s. We're, you know, got some decent rolls so far on this. So we're at 148. I'll probably pick up $2 and just put the stop mark at 150. All right, so let's just go 5, and so now we're at 150. All right, 7 out. That was our worst roll so far. Okay, so we're at 117. I'm gonna probably get it to 120 if I can hit a number here. All right, so we're at 120 is our stop mark. All right, let's roll some numbers here. All right. There's another 5. That's supposed to be like that. All right, so we're at 25. See if we can pop another 5. 4's great. All right, so that should pay us. We're gonna bank that. Okay, 147. I'm gonna make it 150 if I hit another number here. Nope. All right. All right, just playing, having some fun, pressing what comes. We're gonna make that 115 if we can catch a number here. So let's go like that. So 115 is our stop mark. There's a 6 again. Let's go 10 and 1, 2. Okay. These 5s and 9s are great today. All right, whoops. No, we're supposed to be 12, I think. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There's an 8. And there we go. Another 5. All right, so we're gonna 10. We're gonna add 17 and set the bets on. We can pick up another one, we'll bank it. There's an 8. 10 and 3. Okay. Just needed one more of those numbers to hit. All right, so where are we at here? 82 is our stop mark, 82. Set the bets on. All right, knocking some extremes out of the way here for the bonus. There's a hard 10. So we're gonna go $10 and we're still at our 82. There's our 9. All right, let's roll some 5s and 9s. There's a 4. Okay, still at our 82. There's a great 10. All right, we're gonna get our 30 back with that. Okay, we're gonna bank it. We're at 111. There's a 4. We're gonna press that 30. We can catch that again. Catch that again. There's a 9. You know, we get close to where you can start getting some decent money off these rolls. They can keep going. Got 45 on the 4, 29 on the 9, and the 10's not bad at 15. It's gonna pay almost 30. All right. Let's try it again. So we're at 78. We'll try and get that to 80 if we can. Nope. All right. Why do I feel like there's maybe a bad pocket coming here? I don't know what happened there. Why do I have, oh, I put 5s out on that. God dang it. And it figures it would 7 out. All right, well, we're down to the wire here. And there she went. All right, guys, we had fun with it. Just a little $100. You know, obviously, if you roll 4 7s in a row and you're live on the come out, you're just going to lose it. But it was fun. You know, you can see where you can get close to building it up from $30. And definitely a strategy, you know, that anybody can use with a smaller amount of money. We'll see you guys next time.